I am ready. I have got my coffee. It is full. I've just taken a couple sips since I made that video, but I have got my iced coffee. I figured it'd be fun to show you guys how I typically kind of prep before I sit down for one of these chatty videos. I like to have a little coffee to sip on as I do my Will I Buy It videos, though I feel like my Will I Buy It videos are kind of slowly changing to more of just chatting about new indie makeup or just chatting about new makeup in general that catches my fancy. So I might be tweaking the title a little bit, but I am so excited to be able to sit down and talk about some new makeup releases. Most of them are indie makeup releases, but I have been eyeing them, I have been saving them, so I'm going to try to do this relatively briefly, like talk about each product relatively briefly, so hopefully I can get through my long list of saved products. Okay, so the first thing I want to look at isn't actually super new and now, but these are eyeshadow bases from Playing in Makeup, by Yolanda, and I have been intrigued by this brand. Her eyeshadow palettes look so pretty. I have been wanting to try them for a while, but I did recently see that she's coming out with eyeshadow bases, so I'm like, ooh, maybe now's the time to try, and I can get a couple different things. And then also, since this has happened, she's also shown that she's coming out with brushes, which I am always very intrigued when it comes to brushes. There's a bunch of brushes, different styles and whatnot, but this first style looks really pretty, and I like the slant on that foundation brush. But anyway, coming out with brushes, and then, yeah, she's also sneaked what looks like a blush palette.
Well, it says blush palette on it, so it is a blush palette, Katie.
But anyway, she hasn't showed the inside or anything, so it's just a little bit of a sneak peek, but she does really well with the packaging. Like, her packaging is very pretty, I think. That is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm excited to see the inside. And I feel like, I feel like there might have been another palette. I can't even remember. Oh yeah, this one. It doesn't say what it is, if it's an actual palette, but it's an artistry vault, so I don't know if it's like a collection of what she already has or she's bringing something else out, but that's a sneak peek. So a lot of really cool things going to be coming from Playing in Makeup by Yolanda. And when I mentioned her on my channel before, I had a lot of people saying like, oh, I hear really great things about them. So she's definitely on my radar and there to stay until I try her out, because I mean, look at that. Look at those colors. So beautiful. Okay, next up, I had a follower of mine send this to me. This is from Chentilly Cosmetics. I hope I said that word right. But this is the Suns Out, Buns Out palette. That is like the cutest thing ever. And the little character, I don't even know what the character is supposed to be. You guys can tell me. I feel like I'm missing something very obvious here. Oh no, like a cinnamon bun, I think, right? Right? The glaze on the top, I think that's what it is. I can't tell you how many times I was looking at this before trying to figure it out, but seeing that now with the hair, I just assumed it was hair, but I think that's the glaze. Anyway, this palette looks really pretty because look at this. Look at this palette. It's got an orange, it's got a yellow, it's got a red, not only a matte red, but a red shimmer. It's got like the yellow and the yellow shimmer, the matte orange and the orange shimmer. This palette looks really pretty. It's a palette that I look at and I just chuckle, and it's just so funny. I haven't even looked at the names. I need to get better at looking at the names. I just never think to. We got Tan Lines, Glaze, Nudie Booty, BBB, I feel like that stands for something I'm missing. Yeah, a lot of cute names. This whole palette is just absolutely cute. The brand itself, I can't remember if they have a ton of stuff. Yeah, it looks like they have loose highlighters. I think that's what those are. So yeah, this palette is completely new to me. This brand is new to me, but I'm now following them and I'm very much intrigued. Let me know if I should try them out. They're vegan and cruelty free. Bold makeup for the most colorful, vibrant babes, which really makes me think that those colors, that orange, that yellow, and that red are going to be so orange and yellow and red, and I just want to try it out and see if they are really as intense and vibrant on my eyes as they look in the pan. So yeah, let me know if I should try them out. They have definitely had my attention. I just had to share that. That's the cutest little palette ever. And the packaging is just so cute and funny. Okay, next up, Midas sneaked that they're coming out with a palette full of not only pastel, but neon liners, and I am all eyes. You guys know I was thinking about buying a cake liner neon set from a different brand to compare to the liquid ones that I have from JD Glow. I have the blue one on my eyes today, by the way. So anyway, when I saw them sneak this, I was like, whew, this answers everything I was looking for. I was wanting to buy from an indie brand, and then they're coming out with a palette, which I feel like a palette would make it so handy. Part of me thinks it will get like so gross and messy, but maybe, I don't know, maybe they've figured out a way to make it not be messy and you'll be able to last a long time. But just the fact that it can be in a palette and all of those different colors condensed into a palette very much speaks to me and is definitely something that I prefer. I just like palettes when things are condensed. This is the pastel liners, and then they also have a neon liner. I will say though, while the neon liners look so much fun, and I love that there's a white and a black, which is what I would like in a palette bundle, there's no green. And I was just like, wait, what? You have two oranges and no green? Maybe one of the oranges is supposed to be red, but there's no green regardless. There's like that really pretty highlighter shade, but no green. That's my only beef when it comes to this palette and the sneak peeks. I mean, that's all we've seen. We don't even know what the inside of the palette looks like. They are having delays. They originally said it would be launching in June, but it is going to be pushed to end of July. And I didn't even say this is in collaboration with a Instagrammer. Oh, I should know this. I'm so sorry. Here is the rest of it. Let's see. Neon MUA is his Instagram handle. And it doesn't link to a YouTube. So I think he's just on Instagram. I could be wrong. I'm not familiar with him, so sorry about that. But he's also coming out, as you can see, with face palettes. And they have dawn, noon, dusk, and midnight. And we haven't seen the insides of these either, but I'm excited to see what they are. I think I might pick up one of these just because I've been curious with Midas that they came out with a highlighter with Smoky Glow, and I ended up not getting that. But I would like to try and see how their formula is. I'm just very intrigued, and I don't know. I know I'm not super big on palettes when it comes to face products, but I'm definitely leaning on the side of picking up one of those palettes, especially if I do pick up the neon liner bundle, which honestly I'm like 99.9% sure I'm going to be picking up that neon gel, or not neon gel, but the neon liner palette, this one right here. So if I'm picking that up and the other ones are available, I'm probably just going to get both. Next up, I had someone tag me in this. This is Notyce. I don't know how to say that name. And I feel like it should be an easy word, but I really struggle. So let me know how you pronounce their brand name. But anyway, they tagged me in these eyeshadows, and this shade, Orion, that looks so pretty. But all of them look very pretty, honestly. I haven't heard of this brand. I'm now following them, and I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on them. They have a lot of really pretty shadows. I think I don't know if they're multi-chrome or just duochrome. Yeah, really, really pretty. I'm very much intrigued, but when they tagged me in that, oh wait, there is a full finger swatch. That is really pretty shadow, and I feel like that would look so pretty on a very grungy type of makeup look, or, you know, with matte shadows blended out in the crease and smoked out in the outer corner and then that all over the lid. That sounds pretty. So Makeup Revolution finally launched their newest brand, which is XX Revolution, and I was so tempted to pick something up. I was even on their website making a cart. That's how close I was. I was like 99% there, and as I was filling up my cart, I was just like,
Katie, you don't need more makeup. You don't need to try this new brand.
so I didn't make a purchase. But if I were to make a purchase, I would definitely be picking up this little quad right here, because that looks really, really pretty. I like that there are 3 mattes to only 1 shimmer, and 2 of them are a very grungy type of green. But anyway, that one really intrigued me. They have, yeah, a lot of little quads. They have face palettes, which I was thinking about seeing if they had a cream face palette, because you know me, I'm wanting to try some cream contours. Yeah, these are creams. The other ones I think are powder, but yeah. Anyway, they have a lot of new products. They have highlighters, which I was going to pick up a couple. They do have powder bronzers. I was thinking about picking up one because, like, I totally need some more. And then when we're talking about big eyeshadow palettes, I honestly wasn't gonna pick up any, just because the only one that really caught my attention was this guy, and it's just too big for my preferences. I just don't like something that big. But overall, yeah, there's a lot of really cool products that I'm very much intrigued with. They've got foundations. I don't know, I'm really intrigued by this brand. The packaging looks kind of neat. It's a little bulky, a little too bulky for my preferences, but not that bad. But yeah, have you tried XX Revolution? Let me know, and do you want to see it at all featured on my channel? This has been the big news of the past, I think it was a day or 2 ago that it really started going around, but Natasha Denona is coming out with the bronze palette. Let me go ahead and go to Natasha Denona. Yeah, here it is. This is her bronze eyeshadow palette. I already know Karen Harris is going to be picking it up, so I'm curious to see what she does with it and the looks that she's going to create. But for me, like you guys know, just looking at it, I'm not that into it. It's very, very neutral, but even looking at it more critically, besides the coloring, it doesn't have as many mattes as I would like, because there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. But I have heard that Natasha Denona, her formula really shines when it comes to the shimmers, so maybe that's why she recognizes that and so puts more shimmers. And I do feel like Karen Harris, but also other people, really love her palettes for the shimmers, so I think that's cool. But for me personally, I like more color, for one, but I also like more mattes in my eyeshadow palettes. But yeah, she is launching a new palette, and also maybe, is this the 4th extension shade of the iconic Bloom Tan and Love Glow palettes. Okay, so she's coming out with another one, it looks like. But yeah, new collection from Natasha Denona. If you guys watched my last video talking about brands I'm surprised I haven't tried, still not going to be trying her with this new launch. Okay, so Beauty Bay Con launched this little palette. Do I need another pastel palette, pastel colors in my life? No. But do I want this palette? Yes. And I forget who I was watching. Was it Angelica or Paulina? Someone I was watching was saying that Beauty Bay Con has really good formula. And I've never tried them before. So when they said that and I saw this, I was like, kind of really want it. And another thing I like about this palette is that it has all the colors and not too many of one type of color. I feel like a lot of times when it comes to pastels and even neons or just colorful palettes, I feel like they put a lot of pinks and purples in there and then like only, you know, one green, one yellow, one orange kind of thing. And I'm like, hey, can you swap that around? It's just because that's what I prefer. When we're looking at this palette with 8 shadows, there's only 3 that I'm not excited to use, and it's the purple, pink, and violet, whatever you want to call it. Everything else really excites me. So that definitely intrigues me. And I don't know, there's something about this palette I just am all about. It's all mattes too, which I love. You guys know I love my all matte looks, so I'm very tempted. And I meant to look beforehand to see how much this is, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm really tempted. Oh, that's what the outside of it looks. Okay, that's what I was wondering. It looks really big, actually, looking at it. That's like a big palette, so I wonder how big the pan size are. Huh, maybe it's a lot bigger than I think. For some reason, I was thinking of like a smaller, kind of like maybe smaller than this, though I guess, you know, I don't know. It just seemed big in this picture right there. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I am intrigued. Let me know if you want to see this palette. And maybe I can use that as my excuse to get this palette, because I'm literally just sitting here trying to think of a good excuse, because I really do want this palette. It looks really pretty. And like I said, I'm into the majority of this palette. Okay, next up, if you were like me and saw this and thought Huda Beauty, no, this is Makeup Revolution. They... loud and proud. That's all I can say. They don't even try to sugarcoat or be subtle about their things. So anyway, yeah, they are launching a bunch of new palettes, and I was obviously intrigued on the green. But then I switched over to the swatches and I was like, what is that? This is a neon green palette. I think the palette itself is called Neon Green. I'm sorry, which one of these very poorly swatched? I mean, maybe that's their formula, but these just look sad. Which one of these are neon? If anything, oh, this one looks maybe like a lime green, but I wouldn't call that neon green. I don't know. I saw that and I was like, yeah, I'm not getting it. Because the most neon thing about that is the packaging. Lethal is coming out with a new collection, and once again, I'm just all about this neon liner trend that we're having. But yeah, they're coming out with neon liners, but they're gel liners. This is another one that I think I'm gonna get because I have a problem and I am well aware of it. But they're coming out with neon liners. Oh, I thought this was a picture. Oh, it's a video. Where did the... okay. I thought they had a picture. Oh, here it is. Duh. Here it is. They're coming out with gel liners that are neon. Now, this really intrigues me because I am familiar with working with gel formulas, and if it's a good formula, I feel like this will be one of the easiest ways to do neon liner, barring like a liquid liner. But I tried the JD Glow liquid liners, and the formula is too thick, so I am very curious to try this. And I'm curious to see and compare like a gel formula with a water activated formula with this liquid formula, and to see which one is the best when it comes to that neon / pastel formula, because I feel like it's very tricky to get neon in a liner. So yeah, I'm very intrigued. I haven't seen a ton of very like clear pictures. Like they have these swatches, that's from the palette, I'm sorry, but they have this is their promo, and everything is kind of has the haze over it, so it's really hard for me to be able to tell. Those are the eyeshadow palette, which I should talk about. So yeah, these are the gel liners, and they're kind of have it under a light, so it's really hard to see. There's the swatches. It's hard to see clearly what's going on here, but I think just looking at this, I feel like I'm going to definitely pick up the yellow, but I'm not really into that shade of green, so I don't know if I'm going to pick up the green. Maybe I'll pick up the orange, but I do like that yellow, so I feel like, I don't know, I'm going to wait and see more pictures, but I definitely want to pick up at least one to try and see what I think. And then, yeah, as I was saying, that this is the palette that they're coming out with, what's it called, After Dark. Definitely very colorful and, you know, fun and different, but I don't know, I feel like I have so many very pastel palettes right now that I'm kind of set. Like, I don't feel like I need a ton more, because I just like more dark, smoky, grungy tones. So while I enjoy the pastel colors that I have, like on my eyes today, it's not something that I feel like I need a ton of. When we're talking about grungy palettes, I'm like, all the palettes. Give me all the green grungy palettes. I don't care how similar they look or how many times I have them repeat in my collection. I need them all. But when it comes to pastels, because they're not, you know, they're not that close to my heart, it's just kind of like, I have enough. I'm good. So I don't plan to pick up that palette, but those liners, I'm definitely eyeing. Colourpop came out with some tie-dye palettes, which I don't know. I mean, I think it's different. I think it's fun. I'm glad they, you know, are coming out with new palettes, coming out with new color stories. But I feel like this green palette down here is just kind of a combination of their yellow and green palette that they already have. I don't know if that was just me, but I mean, it's pretty. It's okay. It's definitely very pastel-ish. So for me, I don't know, I was like, okay, this is pretty, this is nice. There is a glitter, I believe it's Vibes. I don't know, again, it's very pastel-ish. I feel like I have enough that I'm going through. I am going to be going through the Give Me Glow pastel collection, that the pastel, what is it, Pretty in Pastel mystery box or May Beauty box that I got. So I have a lot of pastels coming up. It does intrigue me, but knowing Colourpop's formula, I feel like I'm not going to like their pastel formula because I have a tough time building up their regular shadows when it comes to, you know, being a little lighter. So I can't imagine the pastel, how hard that will be to build up. So that's another reason I was like, I'm not crazy about Colourpop's formula, especially when it comes to dusty colors. So that's why for all those reasons, I was just like, this is pretty, but I'll just admire from a distance. I've been filming for almost 20 minutes and I'm not even halfway through my list, so we're not going to get through all these, but let me do a couple more and I'll close this out. But this is the Milani Fruit Fetish collection. I'm not going to lie, the name, I'm not a fan of. Fruit Fetish just makes me cringe. But the liner now, the liner, where were those? I'm not gonna lie, part of me is very much like, I don't want those because the name makes me cringe, and the other part of me is like, but those are like pastel liners. Very colorful, and two of the colors, the yellow and the green, you love. So, that's the two sides of Katie that are talking, and I have not figured out yet which one is going to win out, but I'm definitely tempted. The green and the yellow look so much fun. Even the pink I think would be fun with a look. Yeah. I really, if it was any other name, I tell you right now, I would have already bought it. But with that name, I'm just like, okay, I don't typically do sneak peeks, but I have to do a sneak peek when it comes to this because this is Colored Raine's next collection that they sneaked, and they only sneaked the packaging, and I'm just like, show me more please, because this looks so pretty. Like, look how fun the packaging is. And if it's anything like the packaging is anything like the inside, this color store is going to be so fun. It's got the yellow, the green, the orange, that really fun poppy pink. I can't wait to see what's in here. I don't know if that's like 3 different face palettes and 2 different eyeshadow palettes. I'm assuming that's just, you know, the cover to the palette, but I don't know. I want to see inside. I'm so ready to see inside. I've literally been checking Colored Raine's Instagram page nearly every day waiting for them to show the inside because I'm that excited. I want to show this real quick. This is Luxe Beauty. They are launching this new Gange? I don't know how to say that word, but that palette, it's already been launched, but it is a green palette. I like the packaging with the smoky kind of yellow and green, and I like that it's represented within the palette. But I've heard kind of mixed things as far as the formula and how it performs on the eyes. So, and also too, I think it's rather a more pricey brand in general, like when we're talking about how much their eyeshadow palettes are. I don't know how much they are actually. But anyway, I know Amy Loves Makeup has tried them, and Annette's Makeup Corner has tried her previous palettes. Okay, they're $32 for a 9-pan palette. Not terrible, but knowing that, I feel like I'm just going to let this one pass. I don't know, I haven't tried Luxe Beauty yet. The packaging is really pretty. The color story is very fun, but I don't know, I'm just a little hesitant when it comes to trying this brand because of what I've heard. So have you tried Luxe Beauty? Let me know if you have, how your experience was. I definitely would appreciate that because I'd like to get more information. The color story definitely intrigued me, but when I saw it was Luxe Beauty, I was like, I don't know. Musee Beauty. This is a very new brand to me. I think it's Muse. Yeah, it's got 2 E's, but I think you just say Muse. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like you guys are going to be doing a lot of correcting me when it comes to pronouncing things in these videos. Anyway, they are launching their Impressionism palette, and this palette looks so pretty. Where was the inside? Look at this. That sunrise shade looks so pretty. And then, I mean, of course, there's a lot more. Let me go to a full shot. Here we go. There's that really bright red. Not only is there the sunrise, that shade looks beautiful, but like, look at this matte Dancers. That looks so pretty. I love how you got the really nice mix of each color, both matte and shimmer. I love when palettes do that because, I don't know, it's very easy for me in like my creative space to be able to create looks when there is that versatility of like, here's a matte and then here's a shimmer of the same color, and you just, I don't know, it's just easy for me to put looks together. So they have the greens down here. Whoops. They have those greens down there that look really pretty, that kind of like pastel greens. That sunrise is just like screaming at me, as is Poppies. That red, if that red looks that intense on the eyes, amazing. Have you guys tried this? Like, look at this look. This looks so pretty. I love the mix of the green and the yellow. You guys know I feel like I'm a broken record when it comes to what I like. But yeah, I'm definitely very intrigued. It's live right now, so I have been eyeing it a lot, but I have not bit the bullet yet just because I do have a lot of palettes that I need to work with, and I did, if you saw my Give Me Glow haul and swatch party video, I spent a lot of money this past month, so I was like,
okay, Kitty, just like wait a little bit, think about this.
let me know, would you guys like to see this on my channel? That definitely helps me knowing what you guys would like to see reviewed or my opinion on. So if you would like my opinion on this to know if it's worth the purchase or not, definitely let me know that down in the comments, and that'll definitely help me justify my purchases. Let's just be real. But yeah, this palette looks so pretty. I love the watercolor of the palette packaging too. That's always goes a long way for me. If not only the color story inside is pretty, but the palette packaging is beautiful too. So yeah, I'm eyeing this palette hard. Alright, so I'm just going to stop it there. I have been going on for long enough because I still need to finalize my video going up tomorrow, which you guys would have already seen yesterday if you watched my video. It's a collab video, so definitely check it out. I'll leave it linked up here. But yeah, I still need to do that before the kids wake up, so I need to wrap this up. But I hope you guys enjoyed just chit-chatting with me about some new products, some new launches that are coming out in the makeup indie world specifically. I'm not exclusively indie, but I feel like indie is the majority of what's catching my eyes right now, so that's definitely what I feature and show the most when it comes to these kind of will I buy it / talking about new makeup videos. I know I didn't say it, but I showed it in the beginning. I am inspired by Samantha March, Amy Loves Makeup, and Angelica Nyquist, so I'll have all their channels linked down below, but they all do this type of thing, and they're totally kind of the originators when it comes to this type of video where we talk about new makeup. And for the indie makeup, Angelica and Amy, I feel like really started that and made it something that I enjoy and look forward to seeing from them every week. I don't plan to do it every week though. Doing this, I feel like if I want to stay on top, I need to do it every week, but I don't know. I'm gonna go for every other week. Let me know if you'd like to see more, because as you guys saw, like, I couldn't get through my whole list of things. I just don't have the time. So yeah, let me know if you'd like to see it every week, and maybe I'll do it every week. I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video this week. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and seeing what new makeup is being released. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you guys enjoyed these types of videos, I can definitely keep doing it. So I'll just wait to hear from you guys. But if you're not following me on Instagram, definitely follow me over there. I'm LadyKatie92. I post there just about every day, but it's definitely a place where I kind of go to get your guys' feedback. But yeah, with all that said, thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye, guys.